Okay, I want to talk about words, and more specifically, offensive words. Now, what are offensive words? Nigger, guinea, anchor baby, homosexual, faggot, raghead baby. These words are offensive. And why do I bring these words up? Because you have people, like really bigoted motherfuckers who are white. And once again, not all white people are racist. The non-bigoted white people know the racist motherfuckers. And the racist motherfuckers don't even know that they're fucking racist. That's just the truth. So, I said something on Beyond Gods Wednesday, which I regret now. One of my colleagues and friends brought up a picture of George Zimmerman, and more specifically the article that was about him, that he's selling Confederate flag paintings to open a Muslim-free gun shop. Now, I said, this guy looks Muslim. And I regret saying that because I said a bigoted statement by generalizing all Muslims. And, like I said, I regret saying that because I know I'm not a bigoted person. But I have this, I really don't like George Zimmerman. This guy rubs me the wrong way. He's a murderer. I don't like him. And I said something extremely bigoted, and I regret that. And I should have said, this guy's a son of a bitch, you should not own a gun shop, period. I could have said that, but no, I decided to go with something that didn't sound right whatsoever. So, I want to apologize for that. Now, this is what I mean by offensive words. Words when white people, racist white people, don't like certain groups of people, they'll come up with a word to deem them something. Like when African slaves were brought over here, kidnapped for pretty much against their own will, they used the word nigger. They used it for a long time, and sometime around, I actually don't know which year, but black people started using the word nigger towards each other. Towards each other. You know what that did? That took the power of that word away. That word went from very offensive to being a word that black people say to each other almost every day on a daily basis. Of course, not all black Americans use that word to each other. You know why? Because Martin Luther King Jr. II doesn't think black youth should say that word at all. I agree. However, I think when black youth uses that word towards each other, though, and older black Americans as well, if they use that word to each other, they're showing that that word has no power and that it won't affect them. And that's a very powerful, bold move against bigotry. Taking a bigoted word and making it not offensive anymore. And another word that was used by white people for a long time to classify a group of people. When Italians came from the old country to become citizens, Guinea was the word that was used as an offensive, derogatory term towards them. You know what happened? The Italian says, you know what, fuck you. Yeah, I am a Guinea, and these are my Guinea friends. They started using that term almost on a daily basis, and now everywhere you go in New York, Little Italy, trying to think where else, the Italian part of Pennsylvania, I forget now, but yeah, they use the word guinea to each other because they know if they use it to each other, the word has no power whatsoever. And that's an amazing thing when you take a bigoted word, like I said, like guinea, and the Italians take it in their own stride and take the power from that word away. Another one is homosexual. Now, this word is derogatory towards LGBT plus people like me, because in the 80s, when the AIDS epidemic spread across America, the only people that got the harmful disease were gay people and drug shooters and prostitutes. So what did the gay community like me do? We took that word and we use it, but we're very lenient on the way we use it. We don't use it as much as black people use nigger to each other or as Italians use guinea to each other. We don't use it. We don't use it that much. Like I said, we're very lenient on it. We use gay. Gay is neutral. Because if you I'll put it this way. Don, we now are gay apparel, fa la 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 la. Troll the H and Yuletide carol, fa la 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 la. Realize that's not referencing to sucking cock. But see, that's the thing. We use it to each other, but in a very lenient way. Terms that Donald Trump and other certain GOP candidates are using, and this is why I say certain, because not all the GOP candidates are racist assholes. Donald Trump, though, uses the terms anchor babies and raghead babies whenever he wants to on his Twitter feed and in news report and when he's on the news or during his speeches. These words are so derogatory. I'll tell you why. He hasn't used raghead babies as much as he used to, but he still uses it every now and then. But he's starting to use the term anchor babies. Like flowing diarrhea out of his mouth. And the reason why these terms are so offensive is because just because a child is born to Muslim parents makes that person a human being. Doesn't make them a raghead baby. And just because, and the 14th Amendment is specific that if you are born on American soil or American property, you are automatically an American citizen. There's no going around that. There is no going around that. There is saying that the 14th Amendment is not specific about that. You have to be a fucking idiot to say that. But anyway, yeah, children of undocumented immigrants in America are automatically American citizens, and they should they should receive American citizenship. So Donald Trump is using the term anchor baby. Anchor baby is the new nigger for white people. It is. I'll tell you why. Because when people use the term anchor baby, I'm talking about these racist white motherfuckers. They're basically saying this life is less valued. I deem this life less valuable than my life. All life is valuable. It doesn't matter if you're a legal citizen or a child of an undocumented citizen. It doesn't matter if you're an undocumented citizen. Every life is fucking important. To all the racist motherfuckers, the white ones, let me ask you this. Do you think your life is so above everyone else's that you have to deem everyone else you don't like a group name, an offensive name? Do you really think you have to do that so you could go your everyday life feeling happy? If you do, go fuck yourselves. Because every life is important in America. Every life is important worldwide. So if you think every life besides yours is less important, you are a you have a sad existence.
James, keep it down.
You have a sad existence. You have a very sad existence. You're so pissed off at people for nothing, for doing fucking nothing to you. That's your problem. All you racist people, that's your problem. You have a sad existence. That's all your life is. Nothing but depressing, unhappy life. Until you realize that every life is important, you have to ask yourselves, what is the point of living if you're this fucking depressed?